Most people grow up believing that school prepares them for real life. From childhood, we are told that education is the key to success. We spend years studying math, history, science, and grammar. But there is one subject that affects almost every decision we make as adults: money, and schools barely teach it. This is not a small oversight. It reveals how the system actually works. If people truly understood money early in life, their choices, priorities, and futures would look very different. From a young age, students are trained to follow instructions, memorize information, and pass exams. Those who ask too many questions are often discouraged. Mistakes are punished, not explored. Over time, this creates fear of failure, fear of being wrong, and fear of trying something new. But money, business, and investing work in the opposite way. Growth comes from experimenting, failing, learning, and trying again. A system that punishes mistakes cannot prepare people for financial success. Schools teach perfection. Real life demands adaptation. In classrooms, mistakes lower grades and damage confidence. In the real world, mistakes are lessons that lead to better decisions. Financial success requires learning from losses, adjusting strategies, and improving over time. But students are trained for safe routines, not real-world problem solving. This disconnect leaves people unprepared to handle money, risk, and opportunity once they leave school. The modern education system was created during the industrial age. Its purpose was simple: produce reliable workers for factories, people who arrive on time, follow rules, and work for fixed wages. Financial education, however, encourages independence, critical thinking, and questioning authority. These qualities do not align with the original design of the system. Teaching people how money works would create thinkers, not just workers, and that was never the original goal. Schools strongly promote the idea that a good job equals financial security. Study hard, get good grades, find a stable job, and everything will work out. But reality tells a different story. Millions of educated people live paycheck to paycheck. They earn money but never build wealth. A job provides income, not freedom. Without understanding how money grows, even high earners can remain financially trapped. What schools fail to explain is how money actually works. They teach people how to earn money, but not how to manage it. Students are never taught how to grow money, protect it from inflation, or use it to create long-term freedom. These are not advanced theories. These are basic life skills. Without them, people work harder, but stay stuck in the same financial position year after year. Another uncomfortable truth is that most teachers were never taught about money either. They are experts in their subjects, but not in investing, personal finance, or wealth creation. This is not their fault. You cannot teach knowledge you never received. The system produces teachers who pass on academic information, but financial education is left out of the cycle completely. There is also fear involved in teaching money. Real financial education requires discussing debt, taxes, banks, inflation, and power structures. These topics raise uncomfortable questions about how systems truly operate. They encourage people to think independently. Schools prefer safe subjects that do not challenge the status quo. Teaching money would create awareness, and awareness changes behavior. Instead of teaching real financial skills, schools focus on theoretical math. Students learn how to calculate interest, but not how interest works against them through loans and credit cards. They memorize formulas but never learn how assets generate income over time. Knowledge without application creates confusion, not confidence. This leaves students mathematically trained but financially blind. As a result, most people leave school financially unprepared. They learn about money the hard way, through debt, poor spending habits, stress, and costly mistakes. By the time they understand the rules of money, years of opportunity are already gone. The price of late learning is often paid with time, energy, and regret. Wealthy families understand this gap. That is why they teach their children about money early. They talk about assets, investments, risk, and long-term thinking at home. This gives their children a powerful advantage, not because they are smarter, but because they understand how the game works. Knowledge, not luck, separates financial classes. The good news is that education is no longer limited to schools. Today, anyone can learn how money works through books, videos, mentors, and real-world experience. Financial education is now a choice. Schools may never teach you about money, but financial freedom begins the moment you decide to learn it yourself.